My quirk is a pretty handy one to have when you work in journalism.
A hand
look at that.
Hand camera.
Cool.
Body camera.
I can produce them everywhere.
He did it without thinking, like that was manifested his quirk.
Oh my goodness.
Whole body lens.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife, Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 4, Episode 1 of My Hero Academia, The Scoop on UA Class 1A.
Yes, we have reached Season 4.
I'm so excited.
This is a lot of people's favorite season.
Perfect.
For good reason. It's a great season. We just got introduced to Midoriya and the other big three of the entire school. And they're teaching the kids about their work studies. But before we do that, we have a bit of a recap episode to start the season. What are your thoughts before we jump in? The show at this point and what you think we could be seeing in Season 4. No All Might and Deku's first sort of season without that.
I'm so excited for this season. I'm really looking forward to seeing the students have practical applications and real life experiences, because as much as you can simulate something in a classroom, but they're good to go. It is very sad about All Might, but maybe with him being 100% retired, he can give Deku insight that he maybe wouldn't have before. I don't know exactly what that would look like.
Focusing on being a teacher.
Yeah,
and I'm excited for you to see this season. It's got a lot of stellar moments that I love and come back to a lot, including ones from one of my favorite characters, Midoriya. So I'm excited for you to see the season. And if you are excited to see it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, we are about 11 episodes ahead on Patreon. If you want to basically see all of our episodes early in their extended full-length forms, basically get a month ahead of where we are on YouTube across all of our shows, check out the Patreon. All right, are we excited for Season 4, Episode 1 of My Hero Academia?
absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Is it possible to become a hero if I don't have a quirk?
Young man, you
Nice little
too can
recap.
become a hero.
Perfect.
I can transfer my quirk to someone else, and that's just one facet of my secret abilities. The name of my power is One for All. One person improves the power, then hands it off to another person. It continues to grow as it's passed along. It is this cultivated power that allows me to
That's such a cool
those who are in need
concept.
of a
Yeah.
hero. The truth behind my strength.
It's a lot like the Avatar
You're next.
stage.
So true.
I can give you my abilities.
Except you choose, which is interesting.
Yeah. And each one is so niche.
Yeah.
Heroes fight against villains who abuse their powers for evil. It's no surprise the heroes became our champions.
You okay?
My name is
Oh, yeah, no, I was just...
Gotcha.
I had a little bit of sweat on my mustache.
Gotcha.
No. You thought I was rubbing my eye?
Yeah, because All Might
All Might
appeared
is the
on
goat.
screen.
Oh.
I was like, oh.
I do love All Might.
Midoriya, and I've always dreamed of being a hero. So I enrolled in the prestigious UA High School. My friends and I are
We know all these
working hard
characters so
toward a shared
well
goal,
now.
facing every
Yeah.
challenge.
By the way, out of we are officially at the halfway point of the series
Oh, no way.
thus far. There's a season 7 that's
Oh,
coming out.
gotcha. Okay.
My
Cool.
friends and I are working hard toward a shared goal, facing every challenge that comes our way, and saving people with a smile. We're training to become the world's greatest heroes. That's right. This is My Hero Academia.
You said it.
Fantastic.
Greatest intro in My Hero right now. The number one.
Wow.
It's so good. Chris and I can belt this song. I love it.
Love the electric guitar.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of music.
Yeah. You always love a nice riff.
Oh, yeah. The intro to Style.
I think you'd like the song too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and this shot of All Might running in the...
Him in his outfit, but not in his form. Like, that's just so symbolic of choosing to be a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay,
What did you think
love
of that
that.
intro?
That was fantastic. Like, very cool musically. Yeah, love that.
It's just, I feel like it's like blue sky. I don't know how to exactly describe it, but
Okay.
it's just, it makes me want to run, and it makes me want to just, like, I don't know. Something about that intro.
The note qualities are very clear.
Yeah, and the full version of the song is also
Oh, I bet.
so good. Like that note he hits at the end, instead of it just ending like that on that dissonant note, it cuts back into the riff you liked.
Oh,
Like it'll be
wow.
and then it'll be like like that beginning guitar riff. Oh, it's the best.
Love that.
I'll do like some sort of musical analysis on that, because there are a lot of madrigalisms in there where they're singing about something that sounds like what they're singing. Like talking about rising above when they're rising notes. Like it's beautiful. Anyway. All right, little recap. Montana loves a recap.
Love a good recap episode. I was gonna say that, and then I was like, I say that every single time, so I'm not gonna say that.
Also, revisiting this
Oh
animation.
my goodness.
Wasn't it amazing?
Yeah.
He's not moving. He's knocked out. All Might stands victorious. He saved us yet again.
I can't believe we're never gonna see him in action again.
How about you get back to work, fanboy?
Yes, ma'am.
Mean?
Hero name? All Might. As a young man, his work with genius scientist David Shield brought him worldwide
And that's from the
recognition.
movie.
Very cool.
His meteoric rise continued after he returned to Japan until he became known as the #1 hero and symbol of...
Oh, by the way, official thing to let you know. I was like, oh, it's murky canon. The movies are canon.
Fantastic.
Scientist
They're just
David
canon.
Shield
All right.
brought him worldwide recognition. His meteoric rise continued after he returned to Japan until he became known as the #1 hero and
Meteoric
symbol of
rise.
peace.
Yeah.
No, stop! Our readers aren't looking for the same run-of-the-mill fluff they can get anywhere else. We need something new, a scoop that's gonna blow their minds! We're already the last ones to put out a special issue on All Might's retirement.
His acquaintances
They have
haven't
to-
exactly been forthcoming with the press.
Are you a journalist or not? What do you have on that villain he fought in his last battle?
The police aren't releasing any information about him. All I know is that he's the mastermind behind the League of
That's
Villains.
something
So
else to note.
scary looking.
Is that he took over Japan and like nobody remembers or knows about it.
Am I interrupting?
Yeah.
Anger's really not a good look on you, Chief. Now come on, give us a smile.
Well, look who's here. Hey, Tane.
Long time no see. Sounds like you're looking for a story.
Does he have a quirk?
You'll see.
It said journalist.
Yeah,
But,
he's a journalist, but he maybe
but it was presented in the same way that the like quirk introductions are.
very smart.
It's your turn.
Quite a statement. But what do you suppose he meant by it?
I figured it was a warning.
Wait.
You know, to the other villain.
How do they have this video?
This video was worldwide broadcast.
That was that one. Okay, gotcha.
Basically, at that point, he said, now it's your turn. And the general populace, or at least the narration led us to believe the general populace meant, oh, it means he's coming after the next people.
Gotcha.
Now that he's retired, we know that personally he was saying to Deku, it's your turn
Right.
to be the symbol of peace.
I see.
And this guy's kind of catching
But
a
what do
whiff
you
of
suppose
that.
he meant
Okay.
by it?
I figured it was a warning. You know, to the other villains. I got your boss, now I'm after you.
If that were the case, though, wouldn't he have said
okay.
it differently? You bastards are next on my list? Or something more along those lines?
What are you suggesting here?
4 months ago, All Might took a position as a teacher at UA High, knowing he was reaching the end of his time as a hero. Then he ends his last battle with the message, now it's your turn.
So you think...
That's right. He's been assessing the next generation of UA students, hoping he can find a successor among them. And considering how he phrased his message, I believe he's already selected one.
So does he know that all for one is transferable? Is one for all is transferable?
Nobody knows that.
Okay.
One.
That's why you're here. You have an idea of who it might be.
At first, I thought it was one of UA's big three. Third year, Mirio Togata.
That would have been smart.
He pays regular visits to the agency run by Sir Night-Eye, All Might's former sidekick.
You're right, maybe he's our guy.
However, it appears that All Might and Sir Night-Eye have parted ways. They no longer seem to be in contact with one another.
Could be misdirection.
Possible. But I've actually been kicking around another theory. From what I hear, All Might's been spending an unusual amount of his time with the students in Class 1A.
Interesting. You
This
think
guy's
that All Might's chosen
observant.
one of them to be his successor?
I believe that to be the case, yes. But those League of Villain attacks have UA pretty spooked. Security's considerably tighter. A freelance journalist like myself would have quite a difficult time gaining entrance to the campus.
Yeah, I get it. We'll get you access to the school. And in return...
I'll provide your paper with an exclusive scoop. For a substantial fee, of course.
All right.
The scoop.
The scoop.
Yeah. They want to do a feature on your class for some reason.
Isn't that amazing, Deku?
That's kind of surprising, huh? No, really. Yeah, I mean, the sports festival was on TV.
We've got to look super cute in case they want to take our picture. For sure.
I think you're
literally invisible.
That's enough.
Yes, sir.
It's nothing too exciting. The article's about how you're settling in, adjusting to dorm life, that kind of thing. Principal Nezu thought it would be a good idea. This will show your parents and guardians that you're happy here. Maybe set a few minds.
Newscasters are usually hot. This is awesome, right?
He said it was for a paper.
If she wants to write an article about Letts Tik balls, I'll give her an all-access pass. I'll let her.
I expect you all to be on your best behavior today.
Don't worry on my account, Mr. Aizawa. I want to get a feel for what dorm life is really like, so there's no need for them to act
Minetta squirming in the background.
I didn't say you could come in yet.
I was told I had from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., so unless my watch is wrong... Hello, everyone. My name is Tanio Tokata. I'm looking forward to learning more about you all.
Nice to meet you.
Now, as I said, you don't need to do anything special. Just go about your day exactly as you normally would. The camera will do most of the work. I might ask an occasional question or two, and I hope you'll answer.
He's got such a nice smile.
That is so not a woman.
What to do? My sparkling personality will undoubtedly draw the camera like a moth to a flame.
Yeah, undoubtedly.
Right,
Principal
yeah.
Nezu has probably already spoken to you about this, but I want to make sure you don't interfere in any way. No offense.
I understand. If you need anything, just let me know.
I'm sure I'm in very capable hands. This is Class 1A, after all.
I get such a weird vibe from this guy.
Hero candidate.
Ada, if there's a problem, let me know immediately. Got it?
Of course, sir! As class representative, I will carry out my duty to ensure the safety of all my fellow students, no matter what.
That's great, thanks.
Have you separated him from Erwin fully?
No.
You're still... I remember it was around this point that I feel like my brain started to completely view them as separate, but it is really funny.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. So what would you normally be doing this time of day?
Having breakfast.
No need to be so formal. Just pretend that I'm not here.
I can tell this reporter is up to something.
Yep.
Doesn't feel criminal, though. I'll leave him to it for now.
My hero.
That camera frame looked like one of his eyes. Like the camera lens looked like one of his eyes.
Interesting.
I have photo sets of the dogs like that.
Yeah.
They're my favorite.
Seat number 1 is Yuga Aoyama. His quirk allows him to shoot a laser from his stomach. Number 2, Mina Ashido. She secretes a highly corrosive acid from her
What did he
body.
say, student number 1?
Seat 1. Like, I think it's just, he's doing it by seating arrangement.
Cool.
Seat 4 is Tenya Ida, the younger son in the Ida hero family. He can move incredibly quickly. Ochako Uraraka is in seat 5. Anything she touches can become weightless. Number 6, Mashirao Ojiro. His quirk has given him a powerful prehensile tail.
My quirk, tail.
Seat 7 is Denki Kaminari.
By the way, the joke with him is that he's very plain. Like, everything about him's very average.
Yeah.
So that's why his room was like that.
Gotcha.
His power is also, like, mainly just martial arts.
Right. And having a tail.
The ability to control fauna. Rikido Sato, number 10. His quirk changes sugar into immense power. Seat 11 is Meizo Shoji, who can manifest things like eyes, mouths, and ears at the tips of his arms. And number 12, Kyoka Jiro, can use the plugs on her ears to hear quiet sounds, as well as release powerful sonic blasts.
A large curry and 5 yakisoba bowls. Thanks for waiting.
Number 13, Hantasero. He can shoot sticky tape from his elbows.
Fantastic.
Number 14 is Fumikage Tokuyami, who can manipulate a monster named Dark Shadow. Shoto Todoroki sits in seat 15. He blasts ice from his right side and fire from his left. Seat 16, Toru Hagakure. Her quirks and
I wonder if being right or left-handed is like a thing in this universe.
Number 17,
Yeah,
Katsuki
I'm guessing it is.
Bakugo. The
But, like,
nitroglycerin-like sweat on his palms causes explosions.
If Todoroki's right-handed, the fire is stronger, like that. Or
He can only use a certain one of his quirks on each of his hands.
right, but
He couldn't make it, if he had fire on his left, he can't make it a manifest on his right.
okay,
He only, like, he split directly down the middle.
okay,
I get what you're saying, though, but, like, for him, he's more ambidextrous.
gotcha.
Well, actually, he's probably more of a righty, because his right hand is the, ice that he used his whole life, and the
Right.
left hand's kind of new.
Yeah, so that I feel like fits into the right-handed, left-handed thing.
Yeah, but he couldn't put the fire on the right, for sure.
Right.
Causes explosions.
What is he going to say about his quirk?
Midoriya is seat 18. His quirk lets him increase his physical abilities.
All right.
Seat 19 is Minoru Mineta. The balls on his head will stick to anything.
That's still the coolest quirk ever.
Finally,
creation.
Like,
seat
that's
20 is Momo
awesome.
Yaguroshi,
Yeah.
whose quirk allows her to create things with her body.
Cat.
It took some schmoozing, but you're good to go. You've got permission to talk to the class. What's your plan when you get there?
I can narrow the roster down if I think about who All Might would consider worthy of his mantle. The most likely group is the 6 who made it to the finals in the sports festival. I'll start my investigation by looking at them.
Okay.
Although
He's really already
I've
on the
got a
right
good
track.
idea who
Yeah.
it would be.
Yeah, he already kind of is guessing.
Katsuki Bakugo's abilities are certainly on par with those of pro heroes, but in middle school he declared he would surpass All Might. It makes it difficult to imagine him as the successor. Shoto Todoroki was the runner-up at the sports festival, but his father is the number 2 hero, Endeavor. I don't see that man letting his son surpass him.
Check with the rook.
That leaves third place winners Fumikage Tokuyami or Tenya Ida. Or maybe Eijiro Kirishima. No. I trust my instincts. They've gotten me many scoops. I think it's Izuku Midoriya.
Playing a varied version of You Say Run in the background.
It's good to see you.
My gut says he's the one. He will be the next symbol of peace.
Yeah, so his gut's right on.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's pretty
Smart
clear.
guy.
He's also got a very similar power. Like, how would you describe All Might's power?
Yeah, and also vibe-wise, you know?
Nothing much. I just
Morality.
got back from a regular checkup at the hospital. I was starving afterwards, so I stopped to grab a bite, which turned into a whole thing.
I can't believe you're in my store! You
You've inspired me so much, All Might. Seriously, there's never gonna be another pro hero
Oh,
like you.
boy.
It's such a tragedy that you retired. Are you hungry? Here, take some meat buns. And
That's gonna be so overwhelming.
Yeah. Especially since he's not like his normal powered up.
Right,
form.
well, and like you appreciate the support, but like,
Of course you did. Always thinking of others, huh?
that's so sweet.
With how popular you are, I'm surprised you're not mobbed everywhere you go. As the #1 hero, you brought hope and smiles to so many people's lives.
He had so many great
Protecting citizens and
scenes.
fighting against evil villains, the symbol of peace.
Now it's your turn. You.
Like on TV.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm getting you back on an intense training regimen tomorrow.
Yes, I'm ready.
Getting late. Squeezing in one last workout?
Oh, yes.
Huh. Something smells good.
Yeah, they're meat buns. Do you want one?
Yes, please.
Whoa, really? So you're a huge All Might fan too, Mr. Tokuda?
Ha! Anyone my age who says they aren't is totally lying. That or they're criminals. I've never seen anyone so cool or so powerful. Do you know about the bombing that took place at an industrial complex 18 years ago?
Yeah, of course I do. It was really terrible, but All Might managed to rescue the 24 people who were working there when the explosion went off.
My dad was one of them. All Might saved my father's life.
Oh. Okay.
The blaze was so bad that even the rescue squads couldn't get close. And yet...
Fear not, citizens!
Oh.
Hope has arrived!
How does he not get injured? It's just like the super strength.
Yeah. Super durability.
Like that's
durability
expanded.
is a stat.
Yeah.
My camera on without thinking.
Makes you cry every time. Like,
it seemed like a miracle.
I cried at the first time he said "I am here" when we were watching, and now you kind of get it.
Yeah.
It means something. Like, it's just when Deku first says it, I can't wait.
My camera on without thinking. And
I haven't seen that yet.
The picture I took ended up in the paper. It seemed like a miracle my father was rescued.
And that was his first story.
Wow. Oh.
One that I still carry with me.
Wait, hold on. What did he do when he ran towards him? Hold on.
My camera on.
I
turned my camera on without thinking. And the picture I took
you hear
ended
that?
up in the paper.
Without thinking?
Mm-hmm. Turn the camera on
Seemed
without
like a miracle
thinking.
my father was rescued. Seeing All Might that night brought a spark to my life. One that I still carry with me.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So when I heard he was retiring, I was completely shocked. What will happen to our superhuman society in the future? Will we be okay?
I understand.
That's a good
People
question.
are starting to worry about what happens next. There's a feeling of unease that's starting to permeate our world. This reporter feels it. I have to work harder to make sure I use One for All the best I can.
Midoriya?
Yes?
We still have hope. It's your turn.
What, a picture? But I don't see a camera, and how'd you print it anyway?
It turns out my quirk is a pretty handy one to have when you work in journalism.
Oh, a hand.
Oh, look at that.
Hand camera. Body camera.
I can produce them everywhere.
He did it without thinking. Like, that was manifested his quirk.
Oh my goodness.
Full body lens. He can sprout lenses anywhere on his body. He can even print
That's
paint from
awesome.
his chest. No wonder he ends up with so many scoops.
Everybody heard All Might's last words after the Camino incident.
Now, it's your turn.
And I think that he was saying that to you. My investigation found plenty of similarities between you two. The quirk you manifested is a power type like his. And in middle school, you tried to rescue Bakugo when he was captured by a villain, despite the odds. All Might was the one who saved you both that day. And after you enrolled at UA High, at the same time, he became a teacher here. I visited the Pussycats agency. I met Kota there.
You talked to him?
That's when my suspicions were truly confirmed.
Kota.
Midoriya, I believe you are All Might's successor.
Hi, baby.
This is Waddles.
Ready to make your introduction?
Here he is.
This is Waddles.
The little baby man.
He is a 3-month-old ragdoll kitten, and he is just an absolute joy.
Cutest little baby.
Like,
this is within like 4 days of knowing him?
He was like this from the second he got here.
Yep, Mr.
He's
Waddles.
just such
Waddles.
a little doll, still exploring.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness.
He's amazing. But anyway, and he's laying down right to the legs.
Yes.
All right. Press play now.
What do you think about that?
Oh, well, the thing is...
You can't lie, can you? That's good.
That's why All Might
After
picked
all,
you.
Heroes speak the truth.
Hey everyone, dinner's ready. It's time to eat.
Gather together quickly.
Come on, Ochako.
I'll go see if Deku is still outside training. I wonder what they're talking about.
It's just that
You don't have to worry, kid. I'm not writing an expose, even if I did have evidence. To be honest, I should probably be apologizing to you. You see, I was never planning to report on dorm life. I apologize, but I just had to know that there's still light in this world.
Mr. Tokuda.
I feel better after our conversation here, and now I can encourage others. I won't be lying when I write that there's still hope in the world, even if All Might has retired. I'm sorry if I caused you any stress, but thank you.
Sure.
One more thing.
Oh, what? Oh.
That's weird.
Selfie.
I'm gonna cherish this picture. I'll keep it under wraps until later. When I publish my book about
When you're
you,
famous.
I think I even settled on a good title. When the new symbol of peace was young. What do you think?
That's so cute.
Once he makes it.
And I live up to
Amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Sure you will.
That's such a vote of confidence.
And even though he figured it out, he's keeping it under wraps.
Wow. Time he'd been allotted. And Mr.
That's
Tokuda
amazing.
left without telling anyone else.
Well, like if All Might decided he was good enough,
Hearing what he had
Yeah.
to say,
like who
I
are
once
they to
again
decide
felt
he
just
isn't?
how big a responsibility I'd inherited. But even so.
Hey Deku, are you on your way in for dinner?
Oh, sorry, I'm coming.
By the way, what was that reporter talking to you about just now?
Well, he was asking me.
Something smells super good.
Yeah, All Might brought by some
Blushing.
snacks for everyone earlier. I almost forgot about them.
What are they?
Meat buns.
Seriously? Let's get them on the table before they get cold.
Good idea.
You guys! Oh my god, it's a yummy surprise!
Awesome!
There's my favorite reporter! So, Spill, did you find out who All Might's successor's gonna be?
Apologies.
How is he going to handle
It
this?
turns out I jumped to the wrong
okay.
conclusions.
So it was a waste of time then?
He just wanted him to get his foot in the door.
All right.
You to get permission for you to go on
I'm very sorry about it, Chief. I know this doesn't make up for it, but I didn't come back empty-handed. See? Here's All Might buying and eating a meat bun.
Perfect.
Cute! Well done! I never doubted you! You always pull through!
No hand.
Why are her? Yeah.
Sorry about that. All Might, a summer cold. Better not get me sick.
Oh, wouldn't dream of it. I'll be fine.
Is it actually summer cold?
We'll see, but that is where we are left for season 4, episode 1 of My Hero Academia.
All right.
And there's a post-credit scene.
Fantastic.
The vague sense of unease from All Might's retirement grew stronger. Soon, it would manifest in ways we couldn't imagine and become something truly terrifying.
Remember, he found him.
Yeah.
And that is where we are left.
All right.
Put yourself under me. Make me your new leader.
I'm here because I don't want to be bound by anything. We're free to decide for ourselves exactly where we belong.
Oh no.
What are your thoughts on the first episode of season 4 of My Hero?
Well, I feel sufficiently recapped.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
Yeah, no, that was really awesome.
Yeah. I thought it was super interesting the way he deduced that.
Yeah, that reporter, it's interesting that they withheld the Quirk information for so long with him.
Yeah.
You mentioned, I feel like they typically haven't done that.
You mentioned, well, they do it with some people.
Right, yeah, but they're selective with what individual and Quirk combos they choose to do that with.
It was funny because you mentioned, that looks like when they do a Quirk explanation. I was like, I always enjoy his Quirk explanation later on in this episode.
Yeah, very interesting.
But thank you for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe down below if you're excited for more episodes of season 4 coming every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon and they're extended full-length forms. Also, I believe by this point, Jujutsu Kaisen will now be coming out on Saturdays instead of Demon Slayer. Be on the lookout for that. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
All right, thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our incredible Patreon members. If you want to join our community on there and ask us questions after every episode of any show we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1. Ashton asks, what are your thoughts on the journalist Tokida and how he was able to discover Deku as All Might's chosen successor based mostly on public knowledge and using the process of elimination? After seeing him reach this conclusion within a day of meeting the students, how is it you figure he has been able to deduce it while most villains in the public could not?
He's so smart. I really like his character. I think the fact that he was able to figure it out so quickly comes from the fact that he was so obsessed with All Might from a young age. Like, him figuring out that he would pick Deku just based on what he thought All Might's thought process would be, that's obviously not a way that a lot of villains are thinking.
Yeah.
And since he really gets All Might in the way most villains don't, it was easy for him.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's because he understood the tenets of what made All Might All Might.
100%. The principles of it.
Yeah, and was able to look at it from that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, frankly, asking him the question and him stumbling over his words.
Oh, totally.
I think that most people that ask Deku directly, they kind of get the answer because he's so bad at lying.
100%.
In the same way that I think All Might would be bad at lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was beautiful. It makes a lot of sense why he was able to deduce it. Also, he's a journalist, so he's got
that's what I was going to say. There's definitely something to be said for an individual. I mean, if you have a camera quirk, you're naturally going to become more observant.
Absolutely.
That's just how it works. You learn plants, and then when you go out, you see plants, and you learn birds, you go out and see all the birds.
Yeah.
So specifically seeking out those observations. But yeah, very cool.
Yeah, let's go to our final question. All right, final question. Junty612 asks, do you believe that the reporter had malicious/selfish intentions in search of the next symbol of peace? Do you believe that he can be trusted knowing the secret of the next wielder of One for All without putting Midoriya or the rest of 1A in danger?
Okay, interesting. I think on a technical basis, it was selfish because he wasn't planning on doing anything with it if he did find it.
Yeah, selfish in the definition sense of the word.
Yeah, he did it just for himself because he was not going to tell anyone, never going to post do any story with it. But I don't think that necessarily makes it malicious. But I also think from the perspective of that journalist cared so much about All Might, was so symbolic in the memory of rescuing his father. That's a big deal. And so having hope and maintaining hope, that's part of the symbol of hope's job.
Yeah.
So then him providing hope to someone who needed it.
I think he'll keep it secret.
I think he will keep it secret also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know exactly why that feels different, actually.
Yeah, but we'll see. But next episode, we kick off the events of Season 4. Are we excited for Season 4, Episode 2 of My Hero Academia?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.